This is David Diangenda here at the Bronx Box Gym in South London, in Camberwell. I'm here with Fran Hennessy once again. It's lovely to see you again, to be fair.
Nice to see you.
We spoke about, obviously having a good Christmas, things like that. Did you get any nice presents?
Oh yeah, I got the gift of life, you see. No, I'm just, with like my family, it was a blessing, Christmas is just a blessing in itself, being there with my family. My mum and dad got me a nice present, they got me a nice perfume, so I'm very, very blessed. My brother and sister also got me nice presents, so yeah, it was a nice occasion, but yeah, it was just a great day spent with family and at church, so what could you want?
Oh, 100%. Like, did you get anybody else present? And what's like the best present that you've given anybody?
The best presents, me and my sister, we took my mum out shopping to get her a really nice coat for Christmas, so that was nice. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, we got my dad a present as well, and then but yeah, no, it was just a great day of nice time spent with family, and then all of us giving each other a gift, which was nice. So
absolutely, and obviously I spoke a bit more about obviously the power that you've got in that ring. Like, I can hear your shots, bro. Like, I don't want to be on the end of any of your shots, bro. Trust me. Like,
thank you, I appreciate it.
But where does that power sort of come from? You said you spoke about maturity. Is it just a case of knowing how to land it and when to land it?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's like technique and stuff, like which I've been working on a lot at the moment. I think you can never work too much on technique and how to throw punches properly and when to land them and things like that. So I've been working on that a lot at the moment. On just technique and how to throw the right punches and stuff like that. So I think that's a big part to play in it. I think obviously S&C is also a big part to play, but I think the main part is just throwing punches correctly, to be fair.
Absolutely, and obviously you're back out here because you was back fighting, what was it, a couple months ago in Derby?
Yeah.
And obviously, what was it like, obviously fighting in Derby, obviously on the BBC for the very first time? What was it like?
Do you know what? I really, really enjoyed it. It was a great venue. It was a great week. I just really enjoyed myself. All the people were so friendly. We went out for walks and everyone just says hello and greets you when you're walking around. It was really, really nice. So I had a real nice week, a blessed week, and the fight night just topped it off, really.
And absolutely. And what is it that you sort of learned from your fight at Derby? Obviously, fighting on a much wider audience now on the BBC, whereas before at Sky I was behind a paywall and people had to find other ways to watch it, which I won't mention. But but no. Talk to me a bit more about that experience in general.
Yeah, do you know what? It's really nice boxing on the BBC. It's just like you notice that just general public watch, not just boxing fans. It's just general public watch also, as well as boxing fans. So it's nice to get that wide horizon of an audience. And even when I walked into my church the week after, some of them in there didn't actually know that I boxed and saw me on the BBC. So so that for me was quite crazy, just hearing some of my good friends at church and that who didn't know I boxed, seeing me on the BBC. So that was nice, and yeah, I just think it's nice to be on terrestrial TV as well. It's a great platform.
Absolutely. And do you think you can win a lot of new fans? You can win fans in that sort of way, because obviously when you're fighting on Sky, not many people have Sky or have the ability to basically have Sky. But do you think with the BBC now, they can push you out and promote you on across the different channels?
Yeah, definitely. Look, they've got both great platforms, but I really enjoyed my time fighting on Sky. It's a great platform, but yeah, it's with the BBC. I don't know I feel like it reaches a different audience. I feel it reaches people who might not be interested in boxing, and that's why it's so important we go in there and put on a show for them so they stay interested. Bring new eyes to the sport, and I feel like BBC does that. It's just general public and everyone, and terrestrial TV. So it's great to be on that platform, and I'm very grateful to be on it.
Obviously, you're very spiteful in the ring, but outside the ring, you've got that amazing smile about you, and you're always smiling, you're always cheerful, you're always chirpy. Does that come from your faith as well? Because obviously, outside the ring, you're very approachable, you're very friendly, but inside the ring, you're very mean.
Yeah, no, definitely comes from my faith. Opening my heart to Jesus Christ was the best thing I ever did in my life. He just has worked in my life in amazing ways, and I couldn't thank him enough for everything, and I just feel like all round just made me a better person and everything. So yeah, I'm blessed to be here and blessed to know Christ.
Absolutely, and obviously you see a lot of sports people, they're starting to mention Jesus, you know, like you see Ben Whittaker, obviously you've got the Crystal Palace football team as well. Like, do you find it inspiring to see other Christians being bold about their faith as well in a time and world where perhaps everything seems a bit negative?
Yeah, of course, but yeah, no, of course, definitely. I think, like, you know, it's so important when you have your faith it's what you believe, right? And definitely it's important to speak out on it, but I feel like, you know, everyone has their own beliefs, and that's absolutely fine. You know, we're all people of God, and I love everyone. I love all my neighbours. So that's just the way I put it. But yeah, it's nice to see people speaking about their faith, and yeah, I love God. So.
And obviously, you know, we got because of time, I want to talk a bit more about, you know, your opponent, if you have an opponent, and if so, why should people tune in yet again to see Fran Hennessy put on a world-class show?
Yeah, so I've got a very good opponent in front of me, Ellie Bouttell. She's undefeated, I'm undefeated, and it's a final eliminator for the WBC world title. So it's going to be a great fight. We're both going to go at it. We both want it. So, but look, I'm ready, and I just don't see anyone beating me at this point in my career. The way I'm feeling, I feel great. I feel the best I've ever felt. So yeah, I'm ready to go in, put on a show, make a statement, and show everyone why I'm world level.